Today I get to talk with Steve Stapleton. He is with Stapleton Direct Travel. Steve, how are you today?
I'm great.
Good to hear. Tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got into this business.
Well, I've been in the Akron area for about 25 years.
Okay.
Family, I'm married with 4 children. One girl who's young, and then 3 adults.
Yes.
And I got started, part of our family were in it first, and then they kind of backed out.
Okay.
And I stayed with it. That was about 7 years ago.
Okay, so you've been doing this 7 years now?
Yes.
That's
yes.
amazing. So tell me a little bit about the business and what kind of services that you offer.
Well, Stapleton Direct Travel is a home-based travel agency, and many people think travel agents don't exist anymore, and that's where we have an advantage, because I'm always into the industry, looking at what's going on, government regulation, what's happening with travel trends, how to find the best deals.
Yeah.
Because when you're spending money,
that's what you really want.
The big thing I talk to people about is I live to travel. That's just what I do.
I mean, who doesn't want to see the world?
I
Most
don't
people
work to
do.
live.
Most people want to get out of this area and see the world.
I don't live to work.
Right.
So I think people should try to develop memories that last a lifetime.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's a little bit easier if you're dealing with an agent, if it's something a little bit bigger than what you're used to, or if it's a group or a family reunion, because that agent can really pull those things together for you. If it's a group cruise or something, if you're traveling overseas, you're not familiar with the regulations, the visas, the passport requirements, all those things those are items that I have to stay up on every day.
Right.
To know about.
So you work with domestic travel and world travel as well?
Yes. I have quite a bit of people who like to do group cruises. Some do Mediterranean, some do the Caribbean. I've recently got some requests for Hawaii, which has become very expensive lately.
All those places sound amazing.
Yeah, my wife and I went to Hawaii in July.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
How was that trip?
Oh, unbelievable.
What was the best part of Hawaii for maybe someone who wants to travel to Hawaii?
It's something, you know what, we probably have some Jurassic Park fans out there.
Yes.
Jurassic Valley.
Okay.
And they have tours you can take, which we didn't take the full-blown tour, but everything about the Jurassic movies, most of it was filmed there on all of the islands, not just Oahu, but also a lot of other movies have been filmed there. So set tourism is a big thing right now. People want to go see where a movie was made.
Yes.
And you can actually see parts
of where Jurassic Park was
it's like,
filmed.
wow, this is like, and I'm standing there with the camera, I'm like, I can't believe this, I'm in Jurassic Valley.
Yeah, okay, that's really cool. That's a lot of fun.
Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Just everything about the island was just gorgeous.
So anything from a small family trip to something larger, you said even like a family reunion, you can help people plan that.
The biggest one I ever did was 62 people last year.
That's amazing.
On a group cruise from Los Angeles to Ensenada, Mexico.
Okay.
So there's all kinds of options. Then I just recently did one Mediterranean. There were 6 couples, and then right after that, I had one with 30 people that went to.
And that's really, this is why you're here, because I would have never even thought about group cruises or taking a whole family reunion on a cruise. And so maybe someone's out there watching right now thinking, oh, I'm getting ready to plan a family reunion, and they would want to do something like that.
Right, and we know there's people that like to do it themselves.
Yes.
I can do it all. But there's things that travel agents have access to that no one else sees.
Right.
Special deals, special promotions. Sometimes it's free airfare for the second person. Sometimes it's half off, 80% off for the second person. There's all kinds of promos. They only send it to us because they like dealing with travel agents.
Right, absolutely.
So as a consumer on Google, you will never see that. You won't. But if you reach out to a travel agent, we have the knowledge. We're doing the research every day. I always say, why worry about all the details and stress? Pack your bags, have your passport ready, and then pay.
Exactly.
And you're good to go.
That sounds amazing. Tell me a couple of the other destinations that you've been able to work with people and send them to.
I did a lot of cruises, but I did Dominican Republic is a people want to go to Punta Cana.
Okay,
when you learn how to say it, they want to go to Punta Cana. So I've sent a few people to Punta Cana, and then some exclusive resorts in Cancun, which are not well known of. And then I'm directly associated with Sandals. A lot of people like Sandals at beaches.
Right.
Same company. So I can do those as well, like Aruba, Curacao.
All those beautiful beaches.
I'm heavily involved right now in a marketing push for AMA Waterways. That's a river cruise company.
Okay.
And they only service Colombia, Egypt, Europe, the Far East, which is Cambodia and Vietnam.
Okay.
I said Colombia already. So there's only like 4 or 5 places they go, and they're river cruises.
Amazing. So river cruises.
And they're a maximum of maybe 300 people on the ship, no more than that. So very.
So that
intimate.
would be kind of a specialty trip.
Yeah, it's a niche for me. It's more elegant. You know, you're gonna pay. Some people will consider a little bit more, but you get a lot more.
Right. And not as many people. If you want something that's a little bit smaller, if you don't want to be on one of those big cruise ships with tons of people.
The big cruise ships tend to charge you more money for everything.
Okay.
Whereas this is, you pay one price and pretty much everything you have is included.
And I've never been on a river cruise, but I have heard really wonderful things and how well, usually they're really well done.
Yeah, my wife and I want to take, there's one that does Paris round trip, and we want to do Paris to Normandy, and you actually spend 2 days in Normandy. I love it because I'm a veteran. So if you want to see the battlefields, you want to see the history of World War II, you know, you get to spend 2 days in Normandy before you come back on the ship.
Very cool.
And pretty much all their vessels offer you the ability to add sometimes complimentary land packages, which they pay for your breakfast, your hotel, and your transportation to and from the ship. So that is huge. You
are just making me want to travel all over the place, but I gotta make some more money before I can do
that. That's the idea.
But, that's amazing. So if people are watching and they want to contact you to be their travel agent, how can they do that?
Well, one of the easiest ways, I have a couple of different Facebook pages. One is Stapleton Direct Travel, just like it sounds. And the other one, the niche I talked about is Wanderers Who Love AMA Waterways. That's the name of the Facebook group.
Okay.
And that group, every week, like tonight I'll be live, every day I'm posting content there.
Okay,
so you can learn about the river cruising, everything that the company's about, what makes them different, and how you can take advantage of it.
Great.
You mentioned budget. We also have access to companies that finance vacations.
Oh, wonderful.
At lower interest rates than you would pay for a credit card.
Great. Okay, so if someone is wanting to budget out their vacation a little bit and take that lifelong trip that they've always wanted to do, they can do that as well. Great. Well, thank you so much for being here with me. Any other ways that people can contact you before we wrap up? So you said those 2 Facebook groups.
My number, I don't know if I'll get my number out.
You can share it if it's public. Go for it.
My phone number is 330-328-3205.
Perfect. So people can get in touch with you
and
there.
if you go, I have a link that connects to Facebook, the phone, the email, and all that stuff.
Right, like a virtual business card. So we can actually, we can link that on our posts as well.
Yeah, that's the QR code that we shared yesterday.
All right, thank you so much, Steve.
Thank you.
From Stapleton Direct Travel. Make sure that you definitely go and check out what he has going on, and if you are looking for a travel agent, reach out to him because it sounds like there's some amazing travel opportunities I know I would want to take as well. So stay tuned. We've got more great stuff coming up next.